welcome to the clouds of Nexus. This is the educational cloud as we all know. So today we will be learning something interesting. Yes, as you read from the title, we will be learning about space research. Change the background please. Now that's better. So, humans have always wanted to understand all that they can see in the sky. This led them to invent technology to explore space. Telescopes help scientists study the moon, the sun, the stars, and planets in space. Artificial satellites and space travel help scientists study the space. So let's start simple now. So we all have seen this night sky and we all know the moon. Moon is Earth's natural satellite. It looks like a round glowing ball from Earth, but it's almost quarter of the size of Earth, and there is neither air nor water on moon, and its day temperature is very high as 107 degrees Celsius, and the night temperature is very low as minus 53 Celsius degree. So the surface of the moon has craters, mountains and valleys. Some of the areas of the moon is flat and dark. Scientists believe that these craters were formed by meteors hitting the moon's surface. The surface of moon has about 2 inches of dust which probably feels soft. So let's move on. First expedition to the moon. Neil Armstrong, Michael Collins, and Buzz Aldrin from United States were the first astronauts to land on the moon in 1969. The name of their aircraft was Apollo 11. Neil Armstrong was the first person to walk on the moon. That's one step for a man, one giant leap for mankind, were these words Neil Armstrong when he took his first step on the moon. These astronauts took photographs on the moon and the earth and brought back some soil and other samples. Neil Armstrong described the surface of the moon as being like powdered charcoal. 12 men have landed on the moon so far. So, artificial satellites. Artificial satellites are satellites made by humans. They are launched into space and they revolve around Earth. Some are sent to revolve around other planets. Sputnik 1 was the first artificial satellite to be launched into space. The Soviet Union launched it in 1957. Many countries have sent satellites into space. India launched its first satellite Aryabhata into space in 1975. Chandrayaan-1 was launched in 2008. This satellite has shown scientists there might be water on the moon. So we don't know if the moon has water or not, because it's still under research. Here are some pictures of Sputnik 1 and Chandrayaan-1. So, how do artificial satellites help us? Study and predict the weather is also made possible by artificial satellites. Find and spy on people is also possible. And we all know GPS. It's controlled by the artificial satellites. So, you could also give directions to someone. And it can also communicate by phone and video and see live telecasts of events. That's great, right? There is more. Study changes on Earth and predict natural calamities, and making maps is also possible by artificial satellites. Space travel. The vast area beyond Earth's atmosphere is called space, as we all know. Many animals like monkey, rat, cat and tortoise have been sent to space for research. The first living thing to go to space was a dog named Laika in 1961. Yuri Gagarin became the first person to go into space. 1965. Alexei Leonov walked in space for the first time in 1984. Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma became the first Indian to go to space. He spent 8 days in space in 1997. Kalpana Chawla became the first Indian woman to go to space. She flew on the space shuttle Columbia. Sunita Williams spent more than 195 days in space. She made 4 spacewalks and spent more than 29 hours outside the spacecraft. A spacecraft is a machine or vehicle sent to space. Hundreds of unmanned spacecraft have been launched by more than 50 countries. These spacecraft orbit around Earth. So, it's did you know time. In 2003, the space shuttle Columbia collapsed as it approaches Earth. And Kalpana Chawla was one of the 7 crew members who were killed. That is a tragic news. So let's move on to glossary. Launch is to send into space with force. Orbit is the curved path in which a planet, satellite, or spacecraft revolves around another body. Satellite is a natural or artificial object that revolves around a planet. Spacecraft, a vehicle designed to travel into outer space beyond the Earth's atmosphere. So, if you like this video, please consider subscribing, and if you have any more questions, ask in the comment box below or ask me in my Discord server. The Discord server link will be shared down below in the description. Until then, this is the Clouds of Nexus waiting for you in the next